So, we're in Sweden. We've just been through the toll. 940 Danish kroner. I mean, it was a big bridge. Never mind, we're in Sweden now, so yay!
So we haven't come far into Sweden. We've just come a few miles in from Malmo. We had a really busy couple of days in Copenhagen, so didn't want to do too much today. Really. I found this little place on Park for Night, excellent. So it's a little nature reserve, 24-hour parking, free. It's got a public toilet here, it's got bins and stuff, and a beautiful view actually. If we can get out later, we can see across to Copenhagen and the Oresund Bridge, and we travelled across earlier. So obviously we've just about got used to some of the things in Danish, and now we've got to get used to another language and another currency. So it's the Swedish krona rather than the Danish krona here, and obviously the language is Swedish rather than Danish. So yeah, I suppose by the time we get used to this, we'll be in Norway then.
So we're parked next to a little nature reserve today. I think probably Chris found this one for me because I've just had to put up with 2 nights in the city of Copenhagen. So yeah, it's really nice and peaceful here. Lots of bird life. So me and the Chili are just going for a little wander to see what we can spot. So this is our chosen park up for today. If I'm totally honest, we got here, pulled up, we're chilling out, and both me and Chris fell to sleep. So I'm just now going to go for a bit of a wander because there's supposed to be some beach down here. So let you have a look when we get there. So, dogs aren't allowed on the beach between the 1st of May and September or something. So, Chili being a little handbag dog that she is, she's going to carry her so we can go and have a quick look. Not sure it's swimming very well today. Quite a cool beach though. Well, there's a few brave souls going in. It's actually quite cold. Yeah, so we were actually finding it quite difficult earlier to find somewhere in Sweden along the coast where we were actually allowed to camp. There was lots of suggestions on Park for a Night, which then when you went into the comments said that camping was forbidden. I don't really know why they bother putting those on there. It's really quite annoying for the people that are looking for somewhere to stay. But yeah, we came across this huge big car park then, which is absolutely free, and like you just saw, there's a lovely beach then across the dunes. There's actually a campsite right next to us, we can see it through the trees. Obviously there's no facilities where we are. There are bins, and to be honest we are full of water and everything anyway because of where we've been a couple of nights ago. So it's absolutely great for us.
So I had a lovely night last night in Homestead. Parked up in that, just a public car park. It's next to the campground, which was heaving actually. But it is holiday time here, so there's a lot of people out and about. It's actually our second night in Sweden last night, but we haven't done a lot of filming. The main reason for that is that we are absolutely knackered. So, you know, sometimes you go on holiday and you come back and people are like, how do you enjoy your holiday? We're like, oh yeah, I need another holiday now to get over it. It is a bit like that in the van, because you're travelling constantly, basically. But, you know, wouldn't change it for the world, but sometimes you just gotta stop moving and chill out for a couple of days. So Steph's found us another awesome spot and park for a night. Down at the beach. It's about 9:30, if you can believe it, at the moment. The sun is threatening to drop over the horizon there. But yeah, absolutely beautiful here. So probably the nicest stop we've had in Sweden so far. And like I say, part of that might be mindset because we've been exhausted. So we can spend a couple of nights here. It's a free park up. There's toilets here. There's black waste disposal here, so we can get rid of that before we go. And it's about another hour to Gothenburg from there, and then we can decide if we're going to go into the big city again or not. So it's another beautiful sunset here, to be honest, on the Baltic coast. We're probably equivalent, we're getting towards the top of Denmark now, across the strait. It's not that long actually until we even get into Norway from here, really. It's only a few hours. I suppose to make the most of the sunsets, because at some point in this trip I don't think they're going to be any, so this is like the worst kind of walk into the sea. It's like when you think it's getting deeper and then it gets shallower again. So you kind of steel yourself and then you got to go through it all again. Actually, it's not that bad. First dip in the Baltic for me. Don't worry folks, the camera won't go down any lower than this. I understand people might be in while they're watching this.
Here in the Baltic Sea.
Treading water, my knees are definitely not on the sand. And the best thing about this, of course, this counts as a wash. Oh, go home! So we're going back in now, but I'm gonna have to like experience the wrath of Chile now. She'll be like, I can smell the beach on you. I can smell it. You're not allowed down here, unfortunately.
So Chris, being Welsh, decided that before we came away he was going to change the British flags on our number plate to Welsh flags. So basically, if you want to talk to people while you're in Europe but you're a little bit nervous, put a Welsh sticker on your number plate, because everyone comes to ask you where you're from, because nobody realised that Cymru, so CYM, is Welsh for Wales.
So we're actually a bit sad to be leaving this place. So this is Caradal, south, and what a brilliant place. So loads of parking for motorhomes, which is great. There's some limited time parking for cars down here as well. We've just emptied our toilets because there's a facility to do that there as well. We think they might be fresh water, but we're not 100%, so I'm not taking the risk of filling up the bottles just in case. And yeah, lovely little amenities on your doorstep, beautiful beach. If you're coming through here, definitely stop off, it's worth it. One of the best free park ups I think we've ever been to.
Yeah.
So we decided after all to stop in Gothenburg. It was only about 50 kilometers north of where we stayed last night. We were put off, to be honest, by a lot of people saying that they'd had vans broken into in some of the parking areas around the city. We stopped here, which is, I'll have to tell you where it is in a minute because I can't remember, but it's on the harbour side. It's about a 20-minute cycle ride into the city, which will be fine for us on the e-bikes. And you can see like the historic city centre in the background there. Plenty of vans here, so I don't imagine any trouble tonight, but I think as always you just got to be careful and sensible really in the way you do things, so yeah. So after getting set up back at the park up, we jumped on the bikes and went for a little cycle into Gothenburg city centre itself. Didn't take too long, about 20 minutes, and just like every other Scandinavian city we've been to so far, very well set up for cyclists, so easy to get around. So after having a look around the city centre and seeing the sights, a little bit of shopping, we then head to restaurant 2112, somewhere I really wanted to visit. Now, specialises in beer, which is great, rock music, which is even better, and then really tasty burgers, some of the best in Sweden. Oh, Steph, how was your burger?
It was the best burger I have ever had.
Really good.
So we had a great night last night, didn't we? A really good stopover in Gothenburg. The park up was in a really good location, quite accessible by the bikes into Gothenburg, and we had a little walk around yesterday. It was really nice. When we got back to the van last night, I was knackered, so Chris went out for a bit of a walk. And found some nice little areas to walk with chilli. But yeah, I mean, it was about, what, 20 quid, you think? Yeah. About 20 quid. Absolutely perfect. No facilities. There was a bin there. But, I mean, we didn't really need any. And for parking so close to the city, really, really good.
So we've driven about an hour and a half, I think, up from Gothenburg, roughly. We're not far at all now from the Norwegian border, actually. But we stopped here for the night. This is a lovely little spot next to the sea. Noticed a big change in geography today. Like, it started to get quite hilly and mountainous. Rocky. Lakes. Yeah, it's really, really pretty. But this is a car parking area. There's no facilities or anything, and a suggested donation of €20 to the Girl Guides and Cub Scouts that own the car park. We're just going for a little wander now down to the waterfront because it looks like there's somewhere you can go swimming, which would be cool. Chili's just spectating. She went up for it. It's cold to get in, but it's lovely once you're in. Oh, it's glorious here. So yeah, we thought something a bit more chilled out would be in order today after busy old Gothenburg yesterday. This has definitely hit the spot. So
And having a bath as well.
yeah, so pre-wash. So we've just pulled off about a kilometre off the main road north, which is the E6, to stop off at this place, which is the Blomsholm ship setting. Another ancient monument. Looks pretty cool, so I'm just going to go have a look at that now. Stefan, the slow coach, coming up behind. Look. Steph's just head back to the van. She's still struggling a bit after Gothenburg. Again, with the medical issues she has, usually a couple of days after she does something, she's in really finds it difficult to do anything then, really. But yeah, just across the field here from the ship setting is an Iron Age graveyard. So just lots of burials. So just going to take a look around here now. So I think there's a serious danger in becoming a hippie in my old age, but like walking through a field of ancient sort of burials like this in a really peaceful forest, oh, man, it's kind of indescribable really. It's not eerie at all, it's just like really sort of calming and peaceful. So I think as I stroll back to the van, very peaceful little walk that was, very relaxing. It's a good place to end this video. So our West Coast Sweden adventure is about to end because we are very close now to entering into Norway. Do you know what, if the scenery over the last few days is anything to go by, Norway is going to absolutely blow our socks off. It's been so pretty around here, and apparently it only gets better and better. So as always, thanks very much for watching. If you've liked the video, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and hit the notification bell and you will get notified of any future videos, and we'll see you all next week. Cheers.